Cause I don't know how fake feel, nigga. Cause all my life I've been a real nigga.
What's good with y'all? It's Face the Real. Y'all know what it is. And it may sound like it, but there's no malice in my intent. That's real. So, I was gone for over a month. No uploads and no communication on my new channel. I have to apologize to my subscribers for that. I do plan on taking breaks from uploading every once in a while, but I want to communicate to my subs when I actually do that. However, my mind wasn't right and I did not know how to address this. Anyway, I guess judging by the title of the video, you probably know what I'm going to speak on. This won't be a terribly long video, I promise. I went to jail the day after New Year's, and it definitely humbled me. This happened to be my first time in jail. It was only overnight, and it was for an assault charge. The charges, thankfully, were dropped so I don't have a visible record to the public eye. I am acknowledging things could have been worse for me, and I am truly thankful that they weren't. Besides mentioning the assault charge, I won't go into detail about what happened, but I will say that I was having a bad day and got knocked off my square. That won't happen again since jail was a horrible experience. Before I got to the police station, the officer lied and implied that my family did not love me and co-signed me to go to jail. She didn't give me much to go off of other than that, so I was pretty homicidal, if you know what I mean. Due to this, before I got to my cell, I begged the officers to off me, and the only thing that occurred was them refusing, tackling me to the ground, and strapping me to a chair for well over an hour. I felt like an insane person. I rarely cried, but I cried that night, and did a lot of reflecting. How could I allow this to happen? I went over 30 years without seeing the cell besides on television. Why did I do that? How long will I be here? I skipped dinner and breakfast and only drank the milk since I had no appetite whatsoever. I am on medication, but they refused to give me my night meds, so I was manic the entire night and probably slept a grand total of 2 hours. I was put in the SPG, which is a homicidal prevention gown, stripped of all my clothes down to even my glasses, so I could not see as I am nearsighted. When I got fingerprinted and taking my mugshot, I ended up vomiting because it made me sick to my stomach, honestly. I kept getting asked questions about my mental well-being, and I was honest. I was told that I had court the next day at 1:30, but it wouldn't be at that exact time. So, I waited. I was in a cell by myself with a bathroom between myself and another cellmate. People were peeing on the floor and I was barefoot. So, since I couldn't get to the toilet without stepping in pee, I pissed on the floor as well. Thankfully, I didn't have to do more than that the entire time I was there. Inmates were yelling at the guards, kicking the door repeatedly, singing random songs, and just overall there was a lot of noise all night. The mattress, if you even want to call it that, was flatter than a sleeping bag with no sheet, but they gave you the cheapest blanket ever. I was paranoid of bed bugs, so I curled up in the ball with the blanket position so I did not touch the mattress with my bare skin. I also found out the hard way that I could not do anything without a guard's permission, and they showed next to no care about me while I was incarcerated. So, that's when I prayed and it suddenly hit me that I messed up badly and I would have to sit. The second I accepted it, a social worker came by to question me. I was honest about the situation I was in, and she let me know that the charges were dropped and I would be released soon. I was incredibly thankful, but I did not see happiness until they opened up my cell, told me I was free to go, and escorted me out to the area where I was to be checked out. The lady working there jokingly said I can check this visit off my bucket list, and I very seriously said I would never be back as it was my first and last time. Someone in the lobby that was also getting checked out heard me and co-signed what I said. We had a chat, and he complimented me on my wisdom. There was another younger guy in the room that came after me, and he unfortunately got a resist arrest charge. Another thing I forgot to mention is that I nearly got a resist arrest charge when they tackled me, but I did not resist them. I was homicidal and hoping that they off me with my face planted to the ground and end of my suffering. So, that's pretty much my experience in jail overnight. I know people have been there longer, and it may not sound like much to most people, but it truly made me realize this was not where I wanted to be. You are cut off from society with no way to communicate whenever you want to, on the phone, they provide, and you cannot see simple things like the sun. Jail humbled me because I seek peace, but I was also very confrontational since I know how to fight. I didn't care about the outcome if you disrespected me, win, lose, or draw, and it's been like that for most of my life. The thing is, my depression and anger have been boiling for nearly 2 years now, and it just came to the surface when I got challenged. Now, I'm more likely to walk away from situations. You can call me names to imply that I'm soft, can't fight, scary, etc. But I do not want to go back to jail, and I am willing to do whatever it takes to not go back there. I pray to Yahweh, since that is my savior. And something in my conscience made me realize that if I was to return to jail, it would be for much longer, and I would definitely get a visible record. That's something I do not want, and I'm thankful that it was only for one night and there weren't any serious repercussions. So, there you have it. The reason why I did not upload in January is because I was getting my mind right and coming to terms with being humble. I apologize for the lack of uploads, and will try my best to remain consistent. I'm aiming for one video a week at least, but I will try for around 2 to 3 videos a week depending on if there is anything I want to speak on, since I do not want my content to feel forced. Well, that's about all I have to say today. Have you ever been to jail or prison? If so, how long were you there? If not, have you ever been close to going to either one? I would ask why you went or were close to going, but I understand that is very personal. If you are willing to share, I am all ears. Or eyes. Yeah. Thanks so much for listening to me, and if you made it this far, I really love you. No, seriously. It really means a lot to me when I see my engagement go up, since you could be doing anything, but instead you're rocking with me. Much love, everybody. Have a good day and stay out of trouble. Face signing out.